Thank you for tuning in to No Flag Radio. I'm your host, P. Back in the game. What's good? What's good? Still up. Still up. You know what I mean? Took a little nap. Still up. So today we talking about gym stories. Gym stories are gonna be my new series that I do. Cause I be in the gym, right? And a lot of crazy shit happens in the gym that, if I don't get it on record, which I'm gonna start doing, I'm gonna dedicate a portion of my Instagram to like recording some of the things that go on in the gym. Some of the things that I do in the gym, right? Just different things that I do to show y'all I'm not really playing with this behavior, right? So it's gonna be a new series I do, but I also want to, touch on, the just crazy shit that happens, right? So I want y'all to expect more from this gym stories series. I'm the first motherfucker on YouTube that does this type of content that I do. Just finna flip it on some gym story shit. You know what I mean? So today we talking about Latinos who dodge reparations and sell this fake black-brown coalition. Yes, they are bold enough to get in your face and to try to do both. So I want to share my personal experience with it. And on my last video, hold up. Yeah, see, I knew I was catching some of the UK folk. What up, Section 31X? I knew it. I knew I was catching folks in other, see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Section 31X says, peace, PDGAF. Good to see you this one. Man, you too, bro. I've been going through some family shit. Damn, man, sorry to hear that, man. That shit is what it is, man. God damn. That shit is what that is. That shit happens. Man, I wish you the best, brother, Section 31X. Whatever you're going through, bro. Stay strong, bro. Hold strong, man. Your family and everything, wish everybody the best, bro. You understand? Best to everybody, man. So, yeah, I want to get on this. Because, like I said, it's a lot of shit that go on in the gym. And I was like, man, I can't hold these stories back no longer. There's so many of them. It's like, yo, let me just run with it. And of course, y'all, my last video that I did on Ilhan Omar was removed under a warning by YouTube. So it's not like a big thing. I can still live stream or whatever, but y'all saw my reasoning. Y'all saw my appeal that I put up. There was no hate speech in it. I wasn't saying everybody go hate this person. Everybody, it was a historical piece, anti-Semitic talk. When they talk anti-Semitic, the different results that people get in politics. And I went down the list of a few figures and I just went in, right? So I put up my appeal. Y'all saw it. Y'all also saw that, I did put up my Black Junction link. Y'all go check it out on my Black Junction if y'all missed it. That's why I say subscribe to both my YouTube and my Black Junction so y'all don't miss. I'm back on Black Junction and shit. I'm saying I'm back over there trying to get my followers up after they had some technical difficulties that made it fucked up where I couldn't post for a bit. So I was just on the YouTube, but definitely subscribe over there. I'm back over there. They got the shit right now, so it will help me out a lot. Check me out over there. Now on the gym story. So, let me flip a few screens. I got a few screens up. Oh, okay. Okay, you in Houston. Boy, I thought you was in UK, Section 31X. Oh man, motherfucker, you right around the corner from me, bro. What you doing up this late? Oh, this early, boy. What, the club let out and you ain't sleep yet? You ain't going to church? I know I ain't got the, I ain't gonna say I don't have the church crowd. There's some people I figured out, they all in the church. Okay. What up to the church people? I know y'all not gonna catch me. I know y'all gotta get ready for church and shit. I didn't know. I thought my channel was a channel where motherfuckers don't go to church. You know what I'm saying? But okay, there's some church folk that can stand me. Okay. I know you do. If you have business cards and flyers, that would be a good way to promote this channel and let people know what you're doing. Says 31X, okay, so you're 5%. Yeah. I was about to become a 5%, except my enlightener, my brother actually, he transformed, bro. So I said, well, forget it, man. I ain't finna be walking up to no other nigga talking about let me in, let me in. It's like, what the fuck can I do, man? Who do I have to run to? You know what I mean? My brother's like official, bro. Like he got his pen and all of that. He got his pen from the nation, bro. He's like official. You know what I'm saying? But okay. I thought you was out in the UK, bro, for real, man. Talking about all these different groups out there in the UK. Do you make it out to the UK? Do you go to the UK? Is that what it is, Section 31X? I just want to know that real quick. Because, like, I thought you was from UK. You was talking about these drill rappers and stuff out there. I got a few messages from you. I just haven't had a chance to, filter through all of them. 25% is in Dallas. Yeah, we call it the desert. I mean. But okay, man. Okay, well, I'm just gonna leave it at that, man. You in H-Town, bro. I thought you was in UK talking about UK drill rappers and shit. I'm like, all right. So understand this, y'all. Me, your boy P. I'm one of the only niggas in the gym, right, with an anatomically correct body, and all the tattoos and shit, And I'll say that, most of the people in the gym that look right, I'm just going to straight up let y'all know, it be the brothers. It be the brothers in there that be looking right in the gym. So all the sisters, you will be proud of us, sisters. Y'all will be proud of us in the motherfucking gym. Straight up. We showing everybody the fuck up. It ain't no doubt. So we're going to take a bow on that, sisters. We're going to take a bow. You know what I mean? We the ones showing up in that motherfucker and showing the fuck out. And it ain't no secret. It's known. We ain't playing. All right? But I be in the gym, and most people are really afraid to have a genuine conversation with me, because I be in there focused, and I would say it's because of how I carry myself. A lot of people think, man, this nigga, he's some sort of gangster. He's some sort of super gangster nigga. He's some sort of super nigga. Nigga just got out the pen, nigga just got out the military. He ain't your average nigga. And partly I'll say it's because I'm telling y'all, I'm not your average out of shape nigga, right? We'll just talk about the type of shape a nigga in, right? I'm not your average out of shape nigga in new black media. You know what I mean? Most of the cats in new black media, a lot of them got the dad bods from who we can see, and you know what I mean? A lot of them got the dad bod and shit, all right? I'm a different nigga, right? The niggas that mentored me coming up, you know what I'm saying? All of them knew how to really ball a motherfucker up. All of them was street fighting. All of them did martial arts. I got a fighter's body. You understand? You can see my trap separate from the shoulder, separate from the bicep. You can see that type of separation, right? Like, I'm built like that, right? And not to mention all the other shit that we got into. You know what I'm saying? We really some cold as ice ass niggas. You understand? Okay. Section 31X is clearing it up for me. He says, no, sir, I was talking about the UK because of that London drill music and they wear masks like you do. I've never been to the UK. Okay. Yeah, I don't know who's out there, who the artists are. I'm not saying about them. I know a lot of the UK, everything they know about whatever we got going on in America, whatever they call they swag out there and anywhere for the most part, damn. I'm saying it can be traced back to us. That ain't no joke. So I ain't really saying I ain't chomping at the bit to, get on them about some shit. And I'm saying I'm not a music channel. I'm saying if I was gonna prop up some shit, I would have to really know that they on some shit that I want to hear about. Niggas that fuck with the game and fuck with the streets, there was a time when we didn't want to hear the type of shit that motherfuckers be talking about when they be on some shit. Like, we don't want to hear motherfuckers sitting up talking about the shit that we do all day. You understand? We don't want to hear nobody sit up and rapping about that shit. The shit that we do all day. We don't want to hear that. All right? I come from that generation of rap. So to hear, it's like, all right, drill catch, y'all do that, nigga. But my visage is a little different on it. Section 31X. Section 31X say, I hate fitness connection. Too many Mexicans there. Planet Fitness or 24-hour fitness. Yeah, Planet Fitness, I used to didn't like it, but, I found ways to make it fun. Section 31X, I'm at Planet Fitness right now. I quit Planet Fitness for a while because I was like, man, look, I found other gyms, better gyms. I got memberships all over. You know what I'm saying? So whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I'm fucking with it now, right? I'm fucking with it now. So anyway, this motherfucker proceeds to talk to me in the gym a couple days ago. This was Friday morning. This motherfucker, he proceeds to talk to me. He's a Mexican dude. Never said nothing to me before. Well, I'll save the part that he's Mexican for a little later. Let's just pretend I didn't say that. But this dude never talked to me before. He done seen me a couple times. So it's like, you see me a couple times, you don't talk to me. I'm like, I'm already like, yeah, there you go. And usually, when people say hi to me and they not black in public, just as a general rule, you know what I'm saying? I'm very cold. You understand? Black folk, I'll give black people a sliver of a chance. I'll give black folk a sliver of a chance a lot of times with conversation and shit like that. You understand? But if somebody not black and they talking to me, I do all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Straight the fuck up and down. I ignore them when they talking to me. There's people that have been walking to me walking in my direction with, a dude, his woman, his child, his family. They walking toward me or like in a distance close to me. I'll spit on the ground right in front of them. So it's like, what do I do? Do I walk around this Negro spit? Do I walk through it, right? I do shit like that, you know what I mean? If we walking into a place and I get to the door first, I'll slide in to make sure that they don't get in. And they don't, right? You know what I'm saying? I slide slickly to make sure I get in the shit and they miss out. If it's black people, if it's a black woman, you know what I mean? Black woman, I'll hold the door open forever, for however long it take her to get to the door, get in. Like, I do shit like that, right? I let people know, look, it's racism out here. It's hatred out here, and I'm showing you who I got love for in the ways and the actions that I do and the shit I embrace. I'm showing you, right? Like, I'm a for real asshole if I don't fuck with your group, for real. I don't do nobody no favors because we're old reparations and we haven't got it. So I wear anger, y'all. I wear my anger. I don't pretend I'm cool with anybody. Especially if they're not black. I don't pretend that I'm cool with these groups. That makes me a little different from a lot of people. I don't even pretend. I don't do the small talk. I don't do none of that shit. Black folk, like I said, I give us a chance at conversation or whatever. Nobody else get anything. Just us living in America without reparations is disrespect in itself. That in itself is a disrespect. You understand? So I give disrespect. I'm disrespectful. Right? But y'all see I'm cool with y'all. Y'all in my chat. Y'all see I'm cool with y'all, though. You know what I'm saying? 631A say that's how we have to be. We have to be more hostile to these other groups. Man, it's just natural for me. It's second nature for me to be this way. Understand? It's not I don't even think about it, right? It's just how I am. But like I said, I mean, damn, y'all see how cool I am with y'all, my chat and all that. I'm saying, y'all, you know what I mean? Y'all see how that shit go, right? I can turn it on and off and not blink. You know? I push people out of my way. Like if somebody not black and they in my way, I'll push people out of my way. If they not black and they standing somewhere where I need to get to and they just standing like they ain't got to get the fuck out of my way. I'm saying, I'm really a dangerous nigga to be around if you ain't no bouted ass nigga. I'm really a dangerous nigga to be around if you ain't about some real action on the spot type shit. Cause I am, y'all. I'm saying that's just me. That's just the way I am. That's the way me and my crew move. And what can I say? You know what I mean, motherfuckers, y'all don't wanna get in my way, man. And what? But yo, so back to the story, y'all. This Latino motherfucker, man, he proceeds to talk to me this Friday morning at the gym. He's like, how are you? And I'm trying to ignore him, but he's continuing to speak. He's like, how are you? And he's trying to hold up his hand for me to like give him that. But I'm like, all right, man, shit, whatever. He's like, how are you? I'm like, I'm horrible. Right? He says, did you say horrible? I'm like, yep. Black people are owed reparations and we haven't got it. I'm horrible, right? Straight like that, right? Let me tell y'all this. When you out in public, since we're talking about how to really be around people and how we should be carrying ourselves as a people, I don't play with people. When they say, "Hi, how you doing?" I tell them I'm horrible. Why I do that? Because I'm not lying. I'm giving them a real answer. So right then and there, we can see the depths of the soul of this person we talking to. Right then and there. If they say, "Oh, I'm sorry," I've said it to certain people and they just went silent. They had no reply back to me. Okay? That reveals a person when you tell them some shit like that. That lets you know all about what they think about you, period, before they said that shit. The shit they really think about you before they said, "How you doing?" Right when you say you horrible, that brings it out. Try the shit if y'all don't try the shit. I do it everywhere I go. It's a habit. I do it everywhere I go because I want to know. I want people to know, look, fuck you. Y'all owe reparations. Fuck you. I wear it. I'm not playing. Understand? Now, what the fuck you think about life? What I'm saying, now, what do you got to say? You understand? I'm like that, y'all. All right? So, after I say I'm horrible, he reveals his soul. Like, this is a spirit test. I'm an Aries, so I know how to do spirit test on a motherfucker where a motherfucker show me their whole spirit within no amount of time. Aries is the most spiritual sign, man. We the baby of the zodiac, which means just like a baby can be like, "Hey, this is an evil motherfucker." That's us. You know what I mean? "Hey, that motherfucker's full of shit." That's us, right? And it ain't no gap in between us recognizing it and then us telling you, "Motherfucker, you are this," right? So the dude, he don't say, "Man, you're horrible. Damn, what's going on, man? What the fuck going on, bro? You all right?" He don't go into that. He goes in and tries to proceed to have a conversation to me about how hard we got it. So I'm like, oh, this fuck here. You know what I mean? He says, hey, I'm with you, brother, because we're the same people. Because we're this color, right? He points to his Latino Mexican colored skin, saying we're this color, right? I say, what same people? What color? Okay? He says, "Hey, I'm Mexican. I'm Mexican. I'm Mexican. We're, you know what I mean? We're Mexican. I'm Mexican." Like, wait. He didn't answer my question, what same people? It's clear I'm not a Mexican. Color, he pointed at some Mexican colored skin. He didn't point at no black skin. So I automatically, that cuts him out of so much experience. You're automatically cut out of so much experiential life that we deal with by virtue of the darkness of your skin. I don't want to hear it. Right? And y'all notice these Latinos. I want to say this, you know, they really try to cheerleader us and try to rah sis boomba us into nodding in agreement with them. Cause this little because that little fist. I mean, that little fist that they try to do. You know what I mean? Nah, motherfucker. Nah, dude. That'd be how I think, right? But I responded by taking it back to reparations while he talking this doofus ass shit, right? I say, do you know that most Latinos fought for the Confederacy during the Civil War? Mexicans, you know what I'm saying? Mexicans, and, you know, just reiterating to the dude, even your people owe on these reparations that I'm so angry about, and that we're gonna have to get at you motherfuckers. Even your people, Mexicans, Cubans, these motherfuckers own slaves. Alright? And your people are a part of my people having a horrible day today, dude. Right? And I was just hitting them, you know what I'm saying? And again, this is a simple yes or no question. I mean, I'm asking him, like, do you know that most Latinos fought on the side of the Confederacy during the Civil War? So he already was starting to see he not dealing with no ordinary Latinos or cool type of nigga, right? But after I hit him with that, after that sent him in a tailspin, he ain't know what to do. I want y'all to peep the white supremacist talk he came with after I hit him with that. He didn't address my assertion that Latinos were tools of keeping black people in bondage, all right? He jumped off topic and says, black people own slaves and the Indians own slaves too. That's his response to, do you know that the Latinos fought on the side of the Confederacy during the Civil War? Is black people own slaves and Latinos own slaves too. Y'all see that? He's trying to take the finger away from Latinos. Automatically is his answer. Is trying to point the finger away from Latinos, right? And I say, y'all were a part of propping up that black wealth lockout. Latinos fought to keep us in slavery, no matter who owned the slaves, idiot. And Mexicans own slaves, Cubans own slaves. You understand? From certain backgrounds and all this. We talked about Latinos in the military, Latinos in politics, Latinos in various positions owning slaves. It ain't no mystery. So, if anybody owned a slave, y'all fought to keep them in bondage, idiot. So, I saw how he was running from that Latino culpability. Just understand that, y'all. He was ducking the Latino culpability and propping up slavery and owning slaves. He ain't want to address that. So right then I knew I was dealing with a topic changer. G-Man, what up, boy? Good to see you, man. I don't know when you popped in, man, but what's up with you, man? I'm flipping screens, bro. What up to you? Good to see you, man. This is usually the crowd of people that don't go to church, man. I thought my channel was the crowd of people that don't go to church, so I was like, fuck it. I know somebody up. Fuck it. I know somebody back from the club or whatever. Can't sleep, whatever. I'm up. Now they want the black and brown alliance when Trump is all up in that ass. Yep. Say that good word. Say that. You know what I'm saying? That's what they own. So, like I said, right then I knew I was dealing with a topic changer. A motherfucker who is on some afraid to admit Latino dirt. So he's on this proud shit. And I like bringing a proud Latino down to earth. Basically, the conversation went from a yes or no answer. I mean, I wanted a yes or no answer to someone being at. Now he's trolling me, basically. He's at the last stage of a troll move. You know, when somebody trolling you, y'all be online, anybody that's online, sometimes y'all know how you might be getting into it with a white supremacist. You know how you might just say, fuck it, I'm finna entertain this motherfucker, whatever. And you make the time to invalidate all their points or whatever. You invalidate them, knocking them down, right? And when people start changing the topic, right? When they start changing the topic from the factual point that you're making and won't address it head on, it's like, you got them beat. You got them beat the fuck down. That's when I knew this guy was lightweight. You understand? He's an older dude. He told me he was about 60, something like that. And like the white supremacist special forces dude, I'm going to do a story on him. He's one of my gym stories I'm going to throw up. It's back and forth I had with this white supremacist special forces elderly dude. When you take down an older dude that's speaking some anti-black behavior, I'm going to break down this science on this video since I don't want to wait till the other video. that I do. When you break down an older dude talking some anti-black shit, what come with that is you have just effectively taken down all of the lineages and people that he's told about whatever he's standing on. Because with seniority in life comes, you done had a chance to train armies. If you were motherfucker out here really pushing your line in life, right? You had an experience with training armies, right? So this dude right here, this Latino, he knows that black men like me walking around, talking to people the way I do, that invalidates all the shit that he's taught his children, his woman. You got to get their women. Once you embarrass them in front of their women, that's, you know what I mean? All shit he done taught his sons, his buddies, his whoever the fuck, his whole lineage, right? I'm a one-man army that will destroy a whole army intellectually, I want to say. On this, right? On this particular thing that we spanning out on, right? This is just what I do, you know? So, again, if y'all was there, y'all would have been proud of your boy P. You understand? I shoot and I don't miss. I handled this motherfucking ass. Y'all would have been proud how I handled him. But then he jumps off the topic again. He jumps off the topic again. After he, ducks the whole Latinos owned slaves, propped up slavery, all of this. He ducks again. And then he started babbling about his job. So after I'm bringing up all the shit that he should be pointing to Latinos about, when we want to talk slavery out the blue, well, I'm talking about, motherfucker, you owe money. Since he want to point fingers and then revert fingers and unturned fingers, okay. Then he got scared and started babbling about his fucking job. And this is crazy shit. After he had no answer for Latinos help prop up black wealth lockout, he starts babbling about his job. And he starts Mexi-splaining about his punk ass job. He says, what did he say? He was like, hey, I work with these people, so I know what they do. That's what he said. Like, you know what I mean? I work with these people. So in my mind, I'm like, these people? Now you're bringing in these people? We talking about Latinos, what they did to black people. And now you're talking about I work with these people? They, right? You know what they do? You must be scared to say who they are, is what I'm thinking. So I'm looking at like, okay, he's a fucking Mexican. He gets scared to say white supremacists. What? There's a few white people in the gym, goddammit. There's a few white people in the gym that's walking by this day, but you afraid to say white supremacists around them? That was my first thought. Like, all right, okay. So my response to him was, what people? You work with these people? What people? And then he says finally, white people, man. White people. So I'm like, yep, he's a Mexican. You see, I had to pry it out of his ass, right? Again with that cheerleader fish shit. He was kicking that shit. White people. Trying to egg me into emotion like I'm going to agree with what he's saying. But I refused what the fuck he was saying. When Latinos are doing that fist to try to goad you into emotion and egg you into emotion, don't fall for the shit. Just don't. And he's like, oh, white people, man. White people. He's like, I deal with white people, man. I'm a teamster. So I'm like, okay, teamster. And he's like, yes, a teamster. You know what a teamster is? And of course I know what a teamster is. I'm just like, okay, let me just see where he's going with this. He's ducking question after question after question and assertion after assertion after assertion. I say, man, let me just entertain this idiot. Let me entertain the idiot. I'm like, no, I don't know what a teamster is. What is a teamster? And he's like, oh, you don't know what a teamster is? A teamster works with the unions, they work with the labor, and work for labor. So, y'all, he's a teamster. It's a motherfucker who organizes labor, okay? So I hit him back with, you organize labor for who? He's like, for Latinos. So again, I'm like, see? But then I respond, but are you helping black people? His answer, more avoidance. More avoidance. He's like, well, do you know Cesar Chavez? He dodges it again. All right? This is a simple yes or no question. I'm giving him nothing but yes or no questions this whole time, and then I make assertions. This is how y'all do it. When you talking to anybody, white supremacists, Latino, wannabe white supremacists, when you talking to these people and you back and forth with them, ask them only yes or no questions. Yes or no questions that you know that are factual and only gonna spin around and beat them over the head with a factual rebuttal if they say something that you don't like. But it's yes or no questions. Simple, close-ended questions. Ask them shit like that. You understand? And then when they slip up, beat them over the head with whatever else you got. You know what I'm saying? But you put them in boxes, yes or no, because we at that point, like I said, we got enough moral credit in this life as black people in our journey on this planet to where we walking around, motherfucker, yes or no. Yes or no, motherfucker. We on that type of time. We kicking it like that. We vibrating up that kind of frequency right now. We ain't on no, well, what you think about now, motherfucker? We pressing the line to you. We pressing everybody. We pressing y'all. You understand? Everybody get pressed. We do the pressing. How you pressing motherfuckers with yes or no? Motherfucker, yes or no? Did you do this? Did you move that? Did you push that? Did you do that? Right? Motherfuckers in the world, they used to people playing with them. Lollygagging with them. These Latinos were cool niggas. All you Latinos were cool niggas. Y'all ain't been pressing these motherfuckers. So when they come across somebody like me or happen across somebody like me, they all out of sorts. So I'm just showing y'all the way to put 1,000,000 darts in a motherfucker. This is how you put 1,000,000 tranquilizer darts in a motherfucker. Stick them to death with 1,000 thumbtacks. You know what I mean? In my jizzle voice, right? But I'm saying, like, you know, I'm saying this is a simple yes or no question. Are you helping black people as a teamster? Since you brought it up. And he's trying to convince me this whole conversation, we the same, we together. I be dealing with these people all day. You understand? See, Latinos, they got this we together disease, y'all, and they try to spread it to black people, is my point. That's what I want y'all to get at, is if y'all don't take nothing home out of this. But the fools say, Cesar Chavez. So when he said Cesar Chavez, I'm like, I'm finna get this dude. I'm going to set his ass up for a great fall. I'm going to set his ass up for a Jack and Jill great ass fall. I'm going to get him. But he's like, you ever heard of Cesar Chavez? He starts going on about Cesar Chavez. And I'm like, Cesar Chavez, man, have you ever heard of the civil rights movement? This is how I'm spinning around to get him. I'm like, Cesar Chavez, have you ever heard of the civil rights movement? Right? And the look on his face, it said it all. His face just sunk. He went into, well, then he kind of started backing away. I'm like, you know, because he probably already knew what I was about to spin around and hit him upside the head with. He probably knew what I was setting him up for. But I didn't let him back away. He tried to back away. I didn't let him back away unhit up. I was like, look. I say, hey, it was black people getting busted in the head for everybody's civil rights, not Cesar Chavez. He fought for Chicanos. I let him know, like, he's backing up, hitting them, splitting them, getting in my way. I'm going to deal with him, hitting them. You understand? Doing it, right? And he ain't want no more after that. He went on to the next couple benches over and It's like, okay. Yeah, I know it's okay. I know. You understand? So, just to let y'all know, since we talking about Cesar Chavez, just to let y'all know, Cesar Chavez, this guy was also a teamster. Just like this dude. I think that's what made him see a ghost when I said that. You know what I'm saying? I think that made him see a ghost of himself and how Cesar Chavez didn't care about black folk, and neither do you. I think that made him see a ghost, y'all, when I dropped that. But Cesar Chavez, let me pull up some things. The thing about this back and forth I had with this dude, I was gonna force him to look in that mirror of being a Latino teamster and not being helpful for black people. He didn't want that. That's what he was ducking from. That's what he was going back to the other benches for. Like, yeah. You understand? Because these other groups, y'all, they straight up know history. They know history. They just think black people are dumb. They think the average black person on the street is dumb and they can walk up to us and say anything, especially when we look a certain way, all right? Or not. They just think we're all dumb. Even if they dumb as fuck, they think that they're smarter than us. Even if they're stupid. Okay? But Cesar Chavez, he's the dude that fought to get Latino union organization popping for agricultural workers. He's notorious for using the black struggle and laddering up off the black struggle during the 60s to get cover. Countless Latino scholars have even written about this. It ain't just me saying it. It ain't just black folk beating motherfuckers over the head with it. So let me show y'all some shit so y'all know it ain't no games. This is something I found from a Latino scholar. I want y'all to check this out. This is an interview from April 20th, 1992. I guess that's like a couple years before Cesar Chavez died. A few years before he died. See, I want y'all to check this out. See if we can read that here. Cesar Chavez on how it began. Below what I have in this little snippet, it's like a couple of more sentences, and then it goes into this interview with Cesar Chavez. But it says, I'll read this real quick. It's a couple sentences. In 1965, the fledgling National Farm Workers Association was drawn into an unsuspected major confrontation with all the grape owners in the Delano area. That month, Filipino workers belonging to the Agricultural Workers Organizing Committee struck against one of the major grape growers in the area. They had a strike. In a show of solidarity, Chavez's fledgling union joined the AWOC walkout, but even this combined strike could not force the growers to capitulate. To put pressure on the growers from another angle, Chavez associated the farm workers' struggle with social causes, which blacks in the American South had done so much to advance. With social causes, comma. That's a big comma there. Okay, I want to speak the punctuation on that. Chavez associated with the farm worker struggle with social causes, comma, which blacks in the American South had done so much to advance. He's tailwinding black society, y'all. Don't ever get that twisted about Cesar Chavez. And he said it in plenty of, it wasn't just scholars writing on him saying that he's been down like this and he's been moving like this. We were his engine for his movement. He even admits, he says, MLK's efforts are what taught him to boycott. He shouts out Gandhi and all that shit, but he gives credit to MLK that taught him how to boycott these different agricultural entities. He was jacking our swag, y'all. Straight up. He was jacking ADOS swag like Latino trap rappers be doing. Motherfuckers, I listened to one of these motherfuckers the other day. These motherfuckers want to be the Migos so motherfucking bad. I mean, they copy them niggas' cadence to the fucking letter. That shit is ridiculous. I see why them niggas, the Migos, be like, everybody be trying to jack our style. I see how. You got Latinos jacking they same, all that shit, same cadence, but it's in Spanish. You know what I mean? They doing it in Spanish, right? Like, yeah, I mean, they thought we ain't know that shit. But yeah, we know you unoriginal, parasiting Latinos out here playing parasite with foundational black America. We see y'all. So, no, Cesar Chavez his movement and his moves that he made was all parasitic off the moves of black people. The Cesar Chavez movement itself was parasitic off black people. He had no concern for black forward progress, no reparations, no stopping the abuses and the assaults and the violating of black people on the street, not stopping the white supremacists from violating us, abusing us. You know what I'm saying? And right now, to this day, motherfucker, go in and key Cesar Chavez and black civil rights on a YouTube search or a Google search, on a fucking Google search or whatever search engine you use. Key in Cesar Chavez and black civil rights on a search. Tell me what you pull up. Tell me what come up. Nothing the fuck is gonna come up. I'll give y'all a chance to do it. I'll give y'all some seconds to do it. All right, look, I did it. Let me pull it up. Let me show y'all what y'all gonna see. I did it. Nothing about black civil rights. Cesar Chavez, missing black. You see how they say missing black? Black ain't even included in that. The next one, Cesar Chavez history, missing black. This is on the first page of results. You see what this is? The first page of results in a search is supposed to be the most thorough and most closely matching what you put in the selection or whatever. We're getting missing black when we pull up Cesar Chavez. I don't want y'all to be slighting that in no way. Understand? It was us that taught this dude how to boycott. He said it from his own mouth. It was a black struggle that he was tailwinding to give attention to the farmers' struggle all over. He was the farmers dude. He was known for Chicano agriculture, farming boycotts and shit. Whoop-de motherfucking do. And this Latino dude at the motherfucking gym, y'all, he just stepped in it all the way, y'all. He gonna remember the time he ran up on the nigga that said he's doing horrible because his people need reparations. And all the ducking that he had to do afterwards. He gonna remember this day. You understand? That's all I'm kicking. He gonna remember this shit. And don't let these Latinos walk up to you talking this we and they be tripping. There is no coalition. There is no coalition with Latinos without them paying on our reparations because they own slaves. They propped up black wealth lockout. They fought for the Confederacy in droves. They were allies of the white supremacists. They were allies of white supremacist society so they wouldn't get deported leading up to and throughout the Civil War era. Don't let them play us like that, okay? You gotta drive the home base on this shit. We gotta bring it all the way home on this shit because motherfuckers get out here and they listen to Cardi B and they listen to the rappers and they think Latino bitches is the way to go, so they mind be clouded with what Latinos really be about. All right? I got another piece I'm gonna do. I'm telling y'all that, this piece is kind of another precursor to the post-Civil War Latino piece I'm gonna do. I just need y'all to be ready to hear it. So I gotta do certain pieces. I wanna walk with y'all, right? I wanna walk with y'all. So when we get there, y'all will be ready to hear it. All right? All these Conan motherfuckers, they gonna get an earful in it. Everybody gonna get an earful. Straight up. So, we ain't let nobody play us out here. That ain't what we do. G-Man Jr. say, No black brown alliance, period. Yet they want us to caper their taco asses. Fuck that. What's their problem, G-Man Jr.? What the fuck wrong with them? Why they want us to be on their team? Why? We got our own team to tend to. We ain't got no room for nobody else to be fucking with us, to be pulling on our coattail, pulling on our shirt tail. We don't got time for that. We don't got the luxury to be on some love everybody shit. I think I've said that before. We don't have the luxury to love everybody. We just don't. It's other groups who need to reach out and see who they can cling on to